I'm Naughty, and welcome to our interview series. In this episode we catch up with a true DJ legend, Mr. Danny Rampling. This is the first in a collection of interviews with Danny, and in this particular edition, Danny gives us his insights and opinions on digital DJing and his preferred weapon of choice, native instruments, Traktor.
Well, that's what a lot of critics have said towards digital DJing. But there's a whole different side to it, and it does take skill also with digital DJing as well. You've still got to select music. You've still got to have that ear for music. You've still got to have a sense of timing. You've still got to have a sense of rhythm. Even the people that say, "Oh, the computer will do it all for you," well, no, the computer doesn't do it all for you. That's a misconception that many people have around digital DJing. After all, DJing is about selection, and it's about the flow of a night and the flow of music. I mean, you can stick anything into a computer and then say, "Oh, well, let's sync all that up," and it can be a really, really poor set and a bad night. It's about the selection, the timing, the rhythm, all of those things combined. Having the digital software is an addition to that. Well, primarily a Mac laptop and Traktor DJ software. It's all very compact, and a Traktor controller. That's it, really. Initially, I was going to go for Ableton, but it involved a lot more programming, and I looked at it, and I wanted something more immediate that I could program and was more DJ friendly. Ableton is a great tool as well, and there's actually a lot more that you can do with Ableton in a sense, but I thought there was just too much going on with the programming. I wanted something that was more of an interface that was DJ friendly as well. And it's great because you've got immediate looping, it's very precise, you've got a whole bank of effects, so you don't need outboard effects units anymore and like fiddling around, kind of programming them. And when we first had all of these outboard units, some of them were pretty archaic. I think back to a Korg unit, which was great for looping, but it was a lot of work programming it, and you lose time and you lose the flow of things. But now it's just bang, it's immediate, and everything is precise, which is great. It's very practical because if you're traveling internationally or traveling anywhere for that matter, everything is compact on hard drives and external hard drives, and on your laptop itself, which is brilliant. And also it has the internal function, so you could be sitting on a train or a plane or in a hotel room, and you can just be getting on with music. You can be compiling stuff or using mixed in key to key group selections of music, which is brilliant. It's just I think back to how it used to be. I used to go off and travel internationally, and then I'd want to play music. So I'd either have to try and get in the club beforehand, and that was really it, or go to a friend's house if I was overseas somewhere, and that was always difficult. But now it's brilliant because I can be anywhere in the world, open up the laptop and switch Traktor to internal, and I could be playing a set there. Yeah. I could be warming up before a gig on the plane, wherever it is, the hotel room, in a car, anywhere, which is just brilliant. The first time I took it out, I was in Ibiza, and there's just small things when you first use the software. I didn't actually know how to plug the thing in, so I called a guy who works with Danny Tenaglia. He came over to Aura, got the whole thing plugged in. Said, sound card, what's a sound card? What's this for? Where do all these leads go? So I got a bit of coaching, and there's quite a bit to understand with it and to get to grips with. Traktor may look easy, but if you're not from, if you're not particularly, kind of technically minded, and you're not from a technology background, it can be a little bit daunting at first. When you've come off of vinyl, CDs, and then there it is on a computer, it's a very different way of playing music. It has changed it a lot because using vinyl is obviously very animated, and you have something physical. And that touch and the sound of vinyl, of course, as well. And there's a lot more skill involved queuing up with vinyl, that's for sure. and people can see you actually have, you know, when you're changing the music and selecting music, and you've got vinyl in your hands. I mean, there were, you know, when I used vinyl, I was always waving the vinyl in the air, and you know, people love to see that. They love that animation. But with Traktor, with any of these, Traktor, Serato, whatever it may be, Ableton, you know, there are periods where you are actually locked into the computer. Now, I try to be very mindful of that and keep looking up, because before you know it, you can lose an audience, and the audience, like, you know, they like to make eye contact with you, you know. But I think everyone who uses it, you can get zoned out and kind of like just locked into the screen, and after a period of time, it can become a bit of a blur for me personally. So I have to like move away from the screen and then, you know, do something else. But I do make a point of actually staying in rapport with the audience. It's very, very important. It's so easy to get like consumed by what you're doing on the computer and forget where you are. I absolutely love Traktor. I think it's brilliant. It's totally revolutionised the way we now DJ, and I think it opens up a whole new realm and scope of creativity, what you can do with it, and that's what I really find so exciting about it. Plus, you can use 4 decks, you can be looping up other tracks, a cappellas, have everything lined up there. It's a DJ's dream. It's so user-friendly, and I think that's why a lot of DJs use it, and the actual interface as well. It actually feels like you are DJing. You know, you have 4 decks, and you know, you're moving your playlists around, and you're queuing stuff up, and you're dropping in, and it's, you know, it's a natural progression from vinyl CD into the digital era that we're in. It's very exciting.